So Ultimate Old Man Saw lives. I'm not sure it's a venture that's worth repeating anytime soon, at least in the form that I did.
When you get real old, you get to the point that you can't even start a saw. That's what we got these for.
What is that?
What is this thing? It's a new 120i. It's an affordable battery-powered saw that literally there's people that come in the store, I'm not kidding, older folks, and they can't start a saw. And we talk about like getting to the point where how much can you carry it and the weight and all that, they can't start the saw. So they come in and like, they say, well, saw won't start. And you'll say, well, show me what you're doing. Well, it won't go. And that's as hard as they can pull it, you know. And what do you tell them? This thing won't compare favorably to anything that we've been running. But the idea, we're going to play with it here, it's not so much how it compares, it's if you can't start a saw at all, can you do any useful work with something like this? It's not going to win any cookie races. The only saw this will beat is a handsaw. but you know, if you wanted to bust up this, you know, we're going to play around with it a little bit. Might be able to do something with it. So,
well, I'm just going to turn the camera on and let it run over here while we work on this tree.
I'm going to put my earmuffs on more to keep my ears warm.
Oh, it's certainly not for noise abatement.
Not with this thing.
So how much does one of those cost?
$269.
And that's with a charger?
And a battery.
No kidding.
Yeah. You know, it's like the pro stuff is good, but it's like, God, nobody's going to buy that. It's like $800 unless you're in the business.
Well, how much difference is there?
I don't know. I think it's going to be longevity, battery life, and stuff like that. This battery doesn't hold as much juice as the other ones.
So anyway, there's Ultimate Old Man Saw 1 and possibly Ultimate Old Man Saw 2. That's a pleasant surprise. I'm just going to turn the video on here and we're just going to do our thing and you'll see how they perform. No, that's so tall.
Kind of works. Doesn't sound like a 242.
No. That cuts.
It's working. It's working. Here again, it doesn't. There's no power to it. I'd rather have something that makes a little more noise.
So that little electric saw, pretty much everything back to the end of that log was something we could have done with that electric saw. You know that?
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to my mind is why in the hell's name would you buy a little Poolin for that type of work?
It's just the occasional use, no bad gas. There's some, you know, the thing is, there's that market, and then really the other question is, in one place.
Oh, I think it does, and I think we just proved it, because both you and I, when we were busting the branches down one step further, both of us went to that saw before pulling our little hot rods.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that one.
Down there, we can put it in one more test.
All right, this video has changed directions a little bit.
I thought it might.
Well, let's get all three Ultimate Old Man saws out, because this is actually really relevant stuff.
When you take these yellow glasses off, this is one day, great day.
Yeah, this is a typical day though, this time of year. So anyway, came up here with the intent of showing off the Ultimate Old Man saw.
So the idea is, if you really can't crank a saw of any kind, and I'm talking with the decompression valve in, the spring assist starters. So if your only option is to run something else, this is one of the options. It's kind of Jetsony looking. This is the cheaper one. It's the homeowner one. It's the 120, 269.
That's $269.
Yeah,
Including charger.
charger and a battery.
Okay.
Comes with it. The other stuff, the 500 series, the Pro stuff, by the time you buy the charger and the battery, you're getting a better battery, and you're getting a better charger and a better saw. You're like $750, $800.
How much difference in weight?
Not much difference in weight. The occasional user, they're not going to spend that much. But there are old people that'll want to go out and
Clean up.
cut smaller stuff, clean up, or even be able to produce a little bit of firewood. I played with this Thanksgiving morning. Took down a 6-inch red oak. It was tall because it was in the woods. That would represent for me a week's worth of firewood. Now, part of the game here is you got to pick and choose what you can cut. What we're looking at today is, can you do any useful work with this?
Well, the answer is we already have.
Yeah.
So we came over here and said, you know something? Not what we planned on doing, but maybe we should put some of this on video. And I don't know if this is going to usurp the Ultimate Old Man saw, but it certainly has changed the direction. I want one of those. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay, we'll get one. Now the thing is with this, with the video, all the other videos we talk about a saw that we started up and then they're making noise. Now with this thing, you can actually like make a cut here, and we can, because technically right now the saw is running.
I'm
Now,
gonna.
if you can get yourself in. So you shut it off, make comments.
Keep going.
And I want you to run this. I've run this at home. So, I don't know, just see. I think the upper limit on this, the practical limit is probably 6-inch wood. So that 4 to 6 inches would give you the most. That's probably the sweet spot. You can mess around with this, and at some point you'll say, like some of these bigger things, maybe not. So you can have at it.
Now you've got two settings. You have one that says, you got this one over here and this one here.
Well, we can demonstrate that, actually. And what we'll do, that's on like the main setting. Then you hit this one if you want to do like a power saver.
Oh, I see.
A little slower. I think we're not the type to set it on a slow setting, but you can go ahead and play with that. And just see where you feel, we're still notice that throttle like a gas saw in between cuts?
You know, something I was thinking about that, thinking how stupid is that? Now normally I'd start from the other side, work my way this way.
I'm not dragging brush because I'm overly ambitious, except if you stand still in this wind, you freeze. You gotta keep moving.
Now this only had 2 bars on the battery. That's about the limit right there.
What size is that?
About 6 inches. I gotta have one of these, Bob.
Yeah, at first it's like, is this a joke or a toy or what? And then all of a sudden it's, you know what, it ain't that bad. Hit the battery, see how many lights you got. There's actually one on the battery itself. We're down to 1.
Okay, we got 1 battery light going that's still cutting like crazy.
Another thing that's worth pointing out with this is that's the same 3/8 low pro 14-inch bar that would fit any of the like the T435, and so there's nothing special about the bar or the chain. You have to get
Oh, we broke the tree down with it. One thing I can tell you is because it's so lightweight, you start doing stuff with it you wouldn't do with a gas saw.
Yeah.
You can reach. So this is still 1 bar here. Finish it off.
Yeah, it's not gonna replace the 372, but you know, it's not supposed to. And that's kind of the idea here, is you can't really, like everything else we do, you're judging the saw against everything else we've been running. It's lighter, it's faster, it's smoother, it's louder, but the thing is, it's just something different. Because it really doesn't stack up to these other things.
Well, in some respects, but in some respects it actually does.
Yeah. So,
The lightweight makes it easier to work around the brush.
yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah.
It has enough speed where it cuts through the brush, where even if I had a gas saw, I wouldn't do that a whole lot faster because it's harder to move around with the extra weight.
Right. The only thing I could compare handling-wise is like the 242 or something like that would be the closest thing.
That's got to be about 8 pounds.
Yeah.
It feels lighter than even the 242.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it is.
All right, I like it. I think that's a win. I want one. I have a friend who absolutely would buy into something like that. And there's also a pole saw available from Husky now.
Yeah, and once you get the trimmers, you get everything. The thing is, though, once you've got the battery and you've got the charger, then it's lower cost, because you can buy these things as kits with the battery and the charger, or if you don't need another charger, you can buy the bare unit. And I think it's also a plus that, unlike some other companies, they didn't come up with like a stupid different bar mount. There was no reason to do that. It's kind of starting snowing again.
Oh, I don't know.
So anyway, this is it's got a place even like in our array of, you know, stupid amounts of saws.
I don't know when it ran out, but we did run out of battery. So we got more to say on this saw. We have more to say in Ultimate Old Man Saw too, I think.
Yeah, well actually a shot of what this little thing did on probably half of its battery charge.
Yeah, because we did the other tree too.
Yeah, and it's still cutting. We didn't run the battery out.
I think that's amazing. I think that's a very handy tool. And in my mind, that's a perfect tool for taking care of fence lines and around a person's yard. And as you were pointing out, for the people who have a hard time pole starting saw.
Yeah.
What about carpentry? That fits in that too.
You run it indoors.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gave my dad a 350 just to keep down at his house occasionally when he needs it, in case something happens. But he'll sometimes go through the whole process of fueling that thing up, you know, because a branch comes down and make 2 or 3 cuts, then dumping the fuel so it doesn't go bad. And he's much better off with something like that around the house. So actually, it's for people that, you know, an occasional user for whom a saw is almost a nuisance to own.
Yeah.
You know, that way you can have it for when you need it.
Well, you can't argue with the results. That was real handy to use.
Well, I think, yeah, that's not bad.
And that's the second tree.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Some of that stuff too, the last comment you make when we were setting, when they came up, we had this setting on there. When we were getting into 6 to 8 inch stuff, I think that's kind of a hard tree. I think that's pretty much the practical limit of what you can do with this.
Yeah, I was going to say 6 inches was about where I had enough of it.
Yeah, and the other thing is it's actually better than I would have expected.
Yeah.
It's still more than I thought it would. Jim?
So I think that'll be it for video today.